forefront of innovation and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Inspiration for the Ummah, your morning nasiha.
You will look up in the sky and there'll be lightning in the sky. So you will ask your angels, oh angels, what is this lightning in the sky? So the angels will say, don't you know? No, I don't. What is it? It is your wives in Jannah that are smiling. And as they smile, it causes lightning in the sky. Authentic hadith in Musnad Imam Ahmed of the women in Jannah, when they smile, it causes lightning in the sky. Ibn Qayyim also, rahimahullah, talks about the Hur al-Ain and the women of Jannah. He talks about the Hur al-Ain and he says, if the Hur al-Teen, if the women of this world can be so beautiful, made from clay, imagine the essence of the Hur al-Ain when their essence is saffron. They're made from saffron. They're not made from dirt. And if women can be beautiful, made from dirt, imagine the essence of the women when they're made from saffron. And Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah mentions how you can see the nerves in their legs because it is so amazing. He talks about their body, talks about their beauty, talks about their music, talks about them singing to their husbands, talks about how beautiful they are and how amazing they are and the fragrance that they have. He talks about the energy Allah will give you to sleep with your wives. He talks about how there is no sleep in Jannah at all. He talks about how there is no beard in Jannah. He talks about how women will have no hijab in Jannah. So hijab is only for you in this world. In the authentic narration, Aisha radiallahu anha had a group of women who was passing by who had beautified themselves excessively. And when she passed by in front of him, Aisha was covered up completely in black. She looked at them and said, enjoy it in this world, for it is for you in this world, for us in the hereafter. Allahu Akbar. Look at the conviction of a righteous woman. So for those sisters who are wary of them having to cover in this world, then preserve yourself in this dunya, for you is beautiful existence in the hereafter. So when a husband has his wives from the Hur al-Ain, Ibn Qayyim rahimahullah mentions the authentic hadith in Musnad Imam Ahmed that at that point another woman will come. A woman will come whose beauty and her amazingness will make the king, who is the man, forget the other girls. Who is this woman? This woman is the woman of this dunya, his wife in this world. So his wife in this world will be the princess of the Hur al-Ain. And Ibn Qayyim says, does the king ever think about his servants when in the presence of the princess? He doesn't. So his wife in this world will be given far more beauty. Then he explains why. He says the Hur al-Ain never ever went through the difficulties the women of this world went through. They never ever struggled in the cause of Allah. They never had a slander against them because of wearing the hijab. They never went through the difficulty of being obedient to their husbands. So why should they not be more beautiful than the Hur al-Ain? Amazing.
TBR on this Monday morning. Sheikh Tawfiq Chaudhry on this morning's Nasiha, bringing us up to 25 minutes after 6 on this beautiful Monday morning. No excessive sunshine. I think that for too many people is the silver lining. I think so. I think that's a silver lining for today because there's not too much of sunshine coming through. But a humidity that you can still feel, but not too much sunshine. We'll get you a weather report in a little bit from now. But at 26 after 6, Nashmira Kasham, how's your weekend?
It was good, alhamdulillah, very relaxing. I wanted to answer your question first. We can't start off Monday being rude, but anywho. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. How was your weekend?
Good. Now, the only reason I said that other thing was because last week Friday she scolded me. Or was it Thursday? One of the days. She scolded me. I didn't make salam yet.
When Colonel Raouf was here, I think it was about 10 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good. Did you rest?
I did.
Alhamdulillah,
I did.
lovely.
So got to spend some family time over the weekend, which is always beautiful. I fiddled around, mind you, with this thing that's sort of trending at the moment, where you go into ChatGPT and you ask it to make your caricature. Right? So I fiddled around with that, and somehow or the other, it just couldn't get it right.
Okay.
For me, it couldn't get it right. But if you're on my social media, you'll go check out the one where it did one of my son.
That is cool.
So that actually came out quite lekker.
Lovely.
I think I posted on Saturday night. But anyway,
I must go and look at that. So now
Jump in on trends.
ChatGPT officially owns your pictures. Well done.
Well, listen, if you're on the internet, right? If you're on any sort of social media and you're on the net and you've got maybe a LinkedIn profile at the very least for professional purposes, whatever the case is, the internet's got your picture.
Yeah, so I get you.
If you
You're
were ever
already
in,
there.
if you were ever in a restaurant and somebody 2 tables past you took a picture with a camera facing your direction, the internet's got your picture. If you ever went to school and they took a school photograph and it was digitized, the internet has got your picture. If you walked past an ATM, somewhere on the internet, there's your image.
And it's interesting because sometimes you'll get a message from someone saying, hey, I saw you in that video. And that happened to me.
Right. So no matter how hard you try, somewhere, because the way the world is at the moment, like in this very room right now, there are 4 cameras that we can see, but there's 6 cameras in total. So the 2 phones that we're carrying, those are cameras as well. So you got the cameras on the computers to make Facebook and YouTube and all of that possible, and then the security cameras.
Too many to count, I tell you.
So no matter where you go, there's a camera facing you somewhere.
So when we say smile and wave,
it's
in every term you can think of.
29 minutes after 6, got your first traffic update coming your way in moments. And if you're on the roads, then we'll give you that heads up. But also, if you're already there, then you can help us out. 060-904-1056. If you come across a traffic snag that everybody else needs to be aware of, then pop us the information. Just let us know where you are, which road, which direction you're traveling in, possibly what the issue may be, and we'll try and pass that information on to everybody else as well.
If you need to know the date, Nishal will tell us because I don't know.
The date?
Tell us.
Well, today's date is the 9th of Feb.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, because she's been itching to tell you this.
Yes, I'm counting down. It is the 20th of Sha'ban, 1447. And also, what you want to know more than today's date, moon sighting for Ramadan will be next week, Wednesday, the 18th of February. And the hilal will be about 28 hours and 40 minutes at sunset. We're looking at about 20 to 7 in Durban.
So there's a strong possibility Thursday morning next week.
Quite possibly.
I should put an extra spoon of coffee in my coffee.
No.
No? I mustn't be that. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that
Just
guy.
drink it in your car.
The announcement of a minimum wage increase came just in time before President Cyril Ramaphosa does the State of the Nation address. And we'll be talking, on those topics and more this morning. We've got Buddy Govender who will bring us the latest in sporting news. Now, talking about sporting news, for all the sports fanatics that are listening in right now, I want to know, quite possibly, what does this acronym stand for? YNWA. Don't go with the normal, right? Go with the alternative. That's what I know what the normal is. You never walk alone. I know what the normal is, but I'm asking you for the alternative. YNWA.
You like to get yourself in trouble first
It's only Monday
thing
in the week.
Early in the morning, not even 7 o'clock yet. You want people to go to work frowning.
I'm asking you to, if you think on the negative, that's not me, that's you. I'm just asking you for the alternative. What could it possibly be? YNWA, besides You Never Walk Alone?
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Rauf, assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. Monday Mubarak to you. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing very good, thank you.
Fantastic. What is happening in the road?
On the road this morning, you got misty conditions. On the N2, especially on the N3, going towards the upper highway area, going past Cater Ridge, Camperdown towards Petermaritzburg, up Town Hill as well. conditions are misty. Remember, it was raining last night. So you got puddles of water in a lot of places, especially Southern Freeway, outgoing. On the left-hand lane, you've got about 3 or 4 different puddles of water. Just be careful there, please, if you're traveling in a direction. Accident on the N3 coming towards Durban near Harrismith. It has been cleared up now. There's some debris on the road in that vicinity. Just be careful. Earlier on, they're talking about the M4 being closed, but the M4 is currently open to traffic in both directions between Edwin Square and Victoria Embankment. It was closed. Subsequently, it's now opened up, so traffic is flowing in that vicinity. Single vehicle accident. Now, the taxi involved. Now, how he managed to drive into a barrier. They're actually coming from Westmead towards the M7 ramp. So you're going to find a taxi going to the barrier. Shame. I feel sorry for the barrier. So there's an accident there. They'll be delayed. Just allow for traveling time, please.
So
that's your first update.
So do you think the barrier was late for work and it ran across the road?
I feel sorry for the barrier,
You feel sorry for the barrier?
Me too.
Tell me why.
Because now it's bent.
It's a bent barrier. Well, now it's a proper South African barrier. But let's leave all that alone. How was Benoni?
Fantastic.
Alhamdulillah.
One word. That is all.
Benoni is always good. Every year, doesn't matter what mood you go there in. You come back from there smiling, rejuvenated. So Benoni is always good.
That's fantastic. Good to have you back in KZN. We'll catch up with you right about 7:05 this morning. You take it easy there.
So there was 3/4 of KZN there. So
but that's why the roads were so nice and quiet.
With them.
You never missed KZN.
You didn't. It was such a pleasure driving in Overport this weekend. It was.
Yeah, I thought I was actually, at home when I was there because
people were parked just like wherever they felt like.
Lovely.
Did you take your fine book and go with you? You can't use it there, can you?
No.
As long as you took our names with you, everything is accomplished.
Absolutely.
Jazakallah. Thank you, Sup.
Assalamu alaikum, Superintendent Raouf. Well, let's get you a weather update really quickly.
The weather update. I think it's going to be playtime weather.
So a little bit of rain overnight and then a partly cloudy Monday is what we're expecting today. 30-degree high at lunchtime. Humidity run about 75% for Durban. Pietermaritzburg, sunny 31. A bit of rain expected in the late afternoon for Pietermaritzburg. So heads up on that one there. But sunny 31 through lunchtime. Margate, a cloudy 29 degrees. Richards Bay, mostly cloudy 33. Ladysmith, a partly cloudy 32. Johannesburg, sunny 29. Cape Town, a cloudy 25. Lilongwe in Malawi, cloudy 23. Pakistan's Karachi, cloudy 28 degrees in that part of the world. Makkah, Medina expecting haze and up to a 32-degree high. Dubai today, sunny 28. Perth in Australia at this moment, mostly sunny, 37 degrees. So you were complaining about the weather last week here in Durban, KZN, etc. Yeah. Perth, Australia, at the moment, mostly sunny, 37. Galway, Ireland, mostly cloudy, 9 degrees. Gaza City, Palestine, partly cloudy, 22. Was chatting with a friend from London last night. And not East London, London, right?
UK.
And she says it's been raining for the past 23 consecutive days.
I need to go there.
Grey.
Beautiful.
Dull. Rainy.
Gorgeous.
23 days in a row.
Absolutely
No
gorgeous.
way. I like the rain and what have you. I can't drive in it. Not because I'm not able to, but because I just don't like it. So 23 days of consecutive rain. When they wake up today, it's going to be 24.
Sounds lovely.
Do you know what I mean? Anyway, 6:37 this morning. Later on your breakfast rush, we're speaking with Dr. Rakesh Mohanlal on how to prepare your body for Ramadan. So all of that and more still to come here on your breakfast rush. We'll dip into some of the stories that got our attention over the weekend as well. And also pop in and check out some of your WhatsApp messages. So 060-904-1056. Send your messages through.
Abu Bakr Khan starts it off by saying, Salams TBR, shukr to Allah for another beautiful day. Talking about increase in wage, I didn't get one in 6 years.
I feel your pain, man. Shanaz, salamu alaikum to you. Yasin, well read, mashallah. Roads are very busy in Overport. Well, everybody came back. That's what happened. They went to Banani and then they came back.
So this one is for you.
No. This is not for me. This is Shaq sending through what I did not ask for. I said, give me the alternative of what YNWA, the acronym, could stand for. And normal Liverpool supporter says
6 Champion Leagues and 20 league titles.
Which is of no use to me at the moment when I'm trying to figure out what YNWA could possibly alternatively stand for. I appreciate you taking the time to type in the facts about how brilliant this team actually has been for decades. It is a brilliant team for decades, not since last week, but for decades. So we're not going to take that away from you. Absolutely not. We can't. 6 Champions League, 20 league titles. That is a huge accomplishment. So we're not trying to take all of that away from you. I'm just trying to figure out what YNWA could alternatively, stand for.
Complete short-lived. That Premier League log is so pretty right now.
We'll look at it later.
Print it out.
We'll look at it later. Salam's great show as always. Captain was in a high. In Benoni. I'm going to assume.
Anissa says, Salams, Nish and Naz, trust you are well. Every day, do something that will inch you closer to a better tomorrow. And while you're doing that, have a blessed day. And then Salams, this is a great start to the show.
Amman Abdul says,
love it. Going to school with my brother.
You take it easy on your way to school and just get there nice and safe. Ahmed, I'm glad you are tuned in on stream at the very least. I'm told that Peter Maritzburg is taking the morning off. So we'll get Monday to look into that one there really quickly.
Like we always say, there's option B, C, and D for you. Razia says, Assalamu alaikum. Have a blessed Monday.
Thank you very much, Razia. These are consoling themselves by giving Liverpool history. MH, no, leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it, MH.
Oh, Muhammad is going to get me in trouble today. He said...
No, remember now, she's telling you who sent the message. It's not hers. She's just reading it.
And Allah knows how many Muhammads there are, so you won't find him. YNWA. You not winning anything.
Shabir Muhammad Assalamu alaikum says these ministers are underworked and overpaid. These ministers should pay for their own vehicles, their own petrol, and their own KFC. True.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. Zahira Osman says,
Salams, Nishal and team, you are nothing without Allah.
Abdul Haq says
Beautiful.
the same. The exact same. The exact same. Thank you to the both of you. Farida, assalamu alaikum. She's out in Reservoir Hills. Farooq and Zinad Khan on the road. She says, another day of being cooked. Have a blessed day from Farooq and Zinad.
Today we can tell you, Farooq, drink your water.
Yeah. Today. She's not going to tell you that next week sometime.
Wahida says, Assalamu alaikum. Wishing everyone a blessed and safe day. And then links that we can't open.
Yeah.
Who could hack our system? How do we know?
Assalamu alaikum, Sarah Bibi Mustafa Parag.
And then, Salams, my parents are late. Please make dua for them. Jazakallah.
Well, all marhumin as well. Isab Mullah, shukran for your message. Ismail Khan, assalamu alaikum. Brian Abrahams, I hope you have a good one. This one says ... win ...
Okay, we need you to.
We need the YN and then the A as well. Do it. Listening to TBR online. Can't miss the show. Subhanallah. Fawzi, Peter Maritzburg. Fawzi, we're trying to figure out what's going on. We're trying to figure out what's going on and get it, inside your radio once again. Last one.
And then Anissa says, Assalamu alaikum to the fab TBR team, Nishal and Naz. Alternate meanings to Y and WA. you will never win again, or you will never walk again. I'm not going to say your name.
Where the will came from?
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
This Ramadan, let's spread kindness and modesty. Many children and abas in rural areas cannot afford proper modest wear. I am Bibi Aisha Lehe from Phenomenal Family, and I will be collecting gently worn abayas, scarves, and kurtas to help those in need. Please drop off your donations at the Al Ansar Foundation or call 031 208 1601 to contribute.
Did you hear? Your favorite 24-hour dentist has moved? Crown Dental Studio, offering everything your smile needs, from general to cosmetic dentistry. Female practitioner now available upon request. Call us on 081 207 8621 to schedule your next appointment. Or visit our new studio at 26 McCuton Avenue, Durban North. Crown Dental Studio, your 24-hour dentist.
During this auspicious month of Ramadan, spread hope by bringing relief to those in need. Contribute towards Gift of the Needy's Ramadan hampers. Syria and Palestine from 2,000 Rand. India and Rohingya from 1,200 Rand. South Africa and Malawi from 600 Rand. Your generosity will ensure that those less fortunate feel the true spirit of Ramadan. Donate your zakah now. Standard Bank Gift of the Needy account 272-327-654. Call 031-271-3102. Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those in need.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
My name is Rabia Parker. I'm from Western Cape, Cape Town. I'm Colton. I'm from Cape Town. Akira, Cape Town. My favorite radio station is Radio Al Ansar.
We love the Breakfast Rush.
मेरे आका मदीने बुला लीजिए, मेरे आका मदीने बुला लीजिए, अब मुझको बुला लीजिए, दरबार दिखा दीजिए, सरकार जिंदगी के लिए तड़प रहा हूँ मदीने की हाज़िरी के लिए। तैबा के जाने वाले जाकर बड़े अदब से, तैबा के जाने वाले जाकर बड़े अदब से, मेरा भी किस्सा-ए गम कहना शहे अरब से, मेरा भी किस्सा-ए गम कहना शहे अरब से, कहना के शाहे आलम, कहना के शाहे आलम, एक रंजो गम का मारा, दोनों जहां में जिसका है आप ही सहारा। हालातें पुरालम से जिस दम गुजर रहा हूँ, और कांपते लबों से फरियाद कर रहा है। बारे गुनाह अपना है दोष पर उठाए, कोई नहीं है ऐसा जो पूछने को आए, कोई नहीं है ऐसा जो पूछने को आए। भूला हुआ मुसाफिर मंजिल को ढूंढता है, तारीकियों में माहे कामिल को ढूंढता है। सीने में है अंधेरा, दिल है सियाह खाना, ये है मेरी कहानी सरकार को सुनाना। कहना मेरे नबी से महरूम हूँ खुशी से, कहना मेरे नबी से महरूम हूँ खुशी से। सर पर एक अब्रे गम है, अश्कों से आँख नम है, पामाल जिंदगी हूँ नबी नबी सरकार उम्मती हूँ, नबी नबी उम्मत के रहनुमा हो, नबी नबी कुछ अर्ज़े हाल सुन लो, नबी नबी फरियाद कर रहा हूँ मैं दिल फिगार कब से, फरियाद कर रहा हूँ मैं दिल फिगार कब से, मेरा भी किस्सा-ए गम कहना शहे अरब से, हुजूर ऐसा कोई इंतजाम हो जाए, हुजूर ऐसा कोई इंतजाम हो जाए, सलाम के लिए हाजिर गुलाम हो जाए, सलाम के लिए हाजिर गुलाम हो जाए, सहारा चाहिए सरकार जिंदगी के लिए, तड़प रहा मदीने की दिल तड़प रहा है, मेरा चल रहा है सीना, मेरा दिल तड़प रहा है, मेरा चल रहा है सीना, कि दवा वहीं मिलेगी मुझे ले चलो मदीना, कि दवा वहीं मिलेगी मुझे ले चलो मदीना, नहीं मालो सर तो क्या है मैं गरीब हूँ यही ना, नहीं मालो सर तो क्या है मैं गरीब हूँ यही ना, मेरे इश्क मुझको ले चल, मेरे इश्क मुझको ले चल तू भी जानिबे मदीना, मेरे इश्क मुझको ले चल तू भी जानिबे मदीना, दिल रो रहा है जिनका आंसू छलक रहे हैं, दिल रो रहा है जिनका आंसू छलक रहे हैं, उन आशिकों का सदका बुलवाइए मदीना, चाहिए सरकार जिंदगी के लिए, मेरे मदीने बुला लीजिए, मेरे मदीने बुला लीजिए, मदीने जाऊं फिर आऊं दोबारा फिर जाऊं, मदीने जाऊं फिर आऊं दोबारा फिर जाऊं, ये जिंदगी मेरी यूं ही तमाम हो जाए, ये जिंदगी मेरी यूं ही तमाम हो जाए, सहारा बुला लो ना, बुला लो ना, बुला लो ना, बुला लो,
Sahara Chahiya, Sayyid Hassan Ul Husseini on the track. 10 minutes now to 7 this morning. If you're watching the clock when we come back, a little bit of the headlining news for you.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's the perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Eid is coming and every child dreams of dressing up.
But sadly, many little ones might not.
Join me, Razia Rangwage,
and me, Fatima Kareem,
as we race to clothe every deserving child this Eid.
For just 1,000 Rand, you can give a complete outfit. Zakat and Lillah welcome.
Call Outreach now on 031-208-1601 and bring joy to a child's Eid.
For the first time, I can dream again.
The Africa Muslims Agency Orphan Hope Program provides the food, clothing, and basic support needed by thousands of children across the world. Every child deserves a chance at a hopeful future.
For 15,000 trans, you can transform our lives with the AMA Orphan Hope Program.
Africa Muslims Agency, empowering, educating, inspiring.
Hungry for a deal that hits the spot? Get the top duo deal. 2 large margarita pizzas plus 1 topping each for $1.99. Or go big or go home with the Bellissima duo deal. 2 large Bellissima pizzas for $2.69. Pure flavor perfection. And that's not all. The snack box combos are here, your pizza boy's favorite pack to the ultimate munch box. Don't forget our daily lunch specials. Delicious, quick, and wallet friendly. Only at Pizza Boys. Taste that hits different. Pizza Boys, bring your va-va-voom to your slice of life. Find your nearest Pizza Boys near you. Pizza Boys, we don't cut corners.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
You are listening to The Breakfast Rush with Nazmira Kasim and Nishal Sarawan.
6:53 on your breakfast rush this morning, and some news that you might have missed over the weekend. As always, we start at home. The South African Police Service is investigating whether people linked to the brutal murder of Emmanuel Mbense are being systematically targeted and killed. Mbense, a 55-year-old father of 5 from Brakpan in Gauteng, was murdered on the 15th of April 2022. His body was found the following day dumped in Duduza Dam near Nigel, with his car keys and driver's license still in his pocket. His death certificate listed blunt force trauma to the head as the cause of his death. After more than 3 years of pleading with authorities for answers, the family of Emmanuel Mbense, who was allegedly tortured and murdered by law enforcement and private security officers before being dumped in the dam, turned to AfriForum's private prosecution unit for justice.
Outside of South Africa, Ethiopia's foreign minister has accused neighboring Eritrea of military aggression and of supporting armed groups inside Ethiopian territory amid growing tensions between the neighbors. The two long-standing foes have waged war against each other between 1998 and 2000, but signed a peace deal in 2018 and became allies during Ethiopia's 2-year war against regional authorities in the northern Tigray region. But Eritrea was not party to the 2022 agreement that ended the Tigray conflict, and relations between the two nations have plunged into acrimony since then.
Back home, South Africa's High Commissioner to India, Professor Anil Suklal, has revealed the possibility for dual memorials to commemorate the indentured Indian laborers who arrived in South Africa more than 160 years ago. The proposed monuments will be erected in Durban, KZN, marking the arrival of the SS Truro in 1860, carrying 342 laborers, and another one at the port of Chennai, formerly Madras in Tamil Nadu, the laborers' departure point. The two monument approach, bridging the historical link between the two nations, was discussed during Professor Suklal's meeting with the Tamil Nadu Minister of Industries, Investment, Promotion and Commerce, Dr. TRB Raja.
With 4 minutes to 7, an interesting story now. A 16-year-old swimmer takes on the Mid-Mile Mile Challenge to raise funds for cancer support. Now, we often talk about big challenges, but sometimes it's the youngest amongst us who show the biggest courage. Over the past 2 days, a 16-year-old swimmer, Tana Sinclair, pushed herself both physically and mentally as she took on the 8-mile Mid-Mile Charity Challenge. That's not one Mid-Mile mile. It's 8 miles. A total of 12 kilometers swum over 2 days at the iconic Mid-Mile Dam, 4 miles each day. No shortcuts. Tana wasn't doing this just for a medal or personal glory. Her motivation is deeply personal. She dedicated every stroke to raising funds for the Cancer Association of South Africa, setting herself a goal of 10,000 rand to support people and families affected by cancer. She's described the swim as exhausting, physically and mentally taxing, but says she stayed focused by reminding herself that the people she's swimming for face battles far greater than anything she's experienced in the water. So what makes a 16-year-old capable of taking on something this demanding? Well, despite her age, Tana is no stranger to endurance sport or giving back. She's an avid sportswoman, enjoys cricket and spends countless hours training in her pool. Her relationship with the Midma Mile actually started very early. She completed her first swim at just 9 years old. And since then, she's taken part in the Midma Mile 14 times, steadily building resilience, confidence, and experience in open water swimming. It's a powerful reminder that determination doesn't come with an age limit, and that sometimes the most inspiring stories come from young people choosing to swim, not just for themselves, but for a cause that truly, truly matters.
That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I have goosebumps. So I've been following her story,
Right.
and a lot of others that took to the dam this weekend. Interesting part is before she even took her dive,
Right.
she had raised 11,400. This was communities coming together to show her that we acknowledge what you're doing and we want to back you.
So she hit the mark and surpassed it before getting into the water.
Absolutely. And that was the amount that was recorded. I don't know what it would reach at this point.
The final amount would be interesting to dig deeper into that story and just get the answer to that question. The final amount that was raised. Well, it's your breakfast rush as we count just moments before your main news bulletin. Thank you to everybody that's been sending through their messages and that this morning. We do appreciate them.
And then Faisal says, proud of my nephew, Usama Hafaji, 14 years old, no training and completed the Midma.
No training.
That was amazing. Alhamdulillah.
No training. Look at that.
And it's quite intense.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like jumping into a swimming pool.
It isn't?
It is intense. You are swimming in
But
a
it's
dam.
Isn't it stagnant water?
It is, but there's current in there as well.
Like you can't eat that current, right?
No, but it
Hamza
can
Mullah,
test you.
by the way. Hamza Mullah did the Midma Mile as well. Got a picture of him sent through by his granddad. Very proud, very, very proud. Lovely picture. Thank you very much, Farooq. No, that might be his dad.
That was
Or uncle. Or neighbor.
There was an
Or somebody that just took a picture.
89-year-old.
Oh, who?
An 89-year-old gentleman that jumped into those waters.
Did he just float from the start to the finish?
He swam, I tell you.
Yeah?
And he gave people a run for their money as well. Or well, a swim for their money.
For their money. Most definitely. Shanaz, assalamu alaikum to you as well. Shah Mushina, wishing you a blessed day as well. So many people coming through with alternatives for what YNWA could mean. Yelling never wins arguments.
Nice.
Hey? How cool is that one there? Yelling never wins arguments. There we go. Shanaz, I'm going to ask you very, 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 very humbly, please send all of your messages in one big message, not one line at a time. Umrah Mubarak to brother Jamil, sister Inu Latifa, and little Nur Jahan. Comes from Rashida in Savannah Park. To the three of you, Rashida's been sending messages for you and your Umrah since last week. Please make contact with her and just say thank you very much personally.
Sarah Bibi Mustafa says, I don't think anybody should be asleep. We should be wide awake with the breakfast rush.
Because that's the whole idea. It's 7. Let's get to news.
The Breakfast Rush Main News Bulletin.
Making news at 7, the Inkatha Freedom Party is fighting hard to keep its Ward 13 in Umzumbe local municipality in the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal ahead of Wednesday's by-election. Good morning, I'm Tabila Duma. The Inkatha Freedom Party is fighting hard to keep its Ward 13 in Umzumbe local municipality in the south coast of KwaZulu-Natal ahead of Wednesday's by-election. Yesterday, IFP deployed its big guns, including President Velenkosini Hlabisa, who was expected to deliver the keynote at the Siyanqoba rally in the local sports field. The ward became vacant after the resignation of the IFP councillor Siyabonga Tongabe, who joined the Umkhonto weSizwe party. The ward was highly contested by the MK party, which fielded Pepelo Shezi, while the IFP placed its hope on Bakanyile Shozi. In the 39-seat council, the IFP currently has 16, while its coalition partner, the ANC, has 17. The MK party, ATM Apemo, have 1 apart, while the EFF have 2. The by-election will affect the balance of forces in the municipality, regardless which party wins. However, all parties want to win to gauge their support ahead of the local government elections later this year. Staying with local news, the Umgeni local municipality says it's taking proactive steps to enhance public safety by re-establishing its own dedicated fire and rescue services. Currently reliant on a single, often inadequate fire engine from the district municipality, the move aims to create a localized Umgeni fire and rescue services. According to Mayor Chris Papis, as part of the initiative, the old Harwick Fire Station on Dick Street is getting a makeover to become the new base for the fire and disaster management, helping protect the community, particularly from severe winter fires. Papis said that the old Harwick Fire Station was in a bad condition, however, repairs were underway. He said that currently the Umgeni municipality lacked its own fire and rescue service. They rely on the Mkungundlovu district municipality to provide that service, and they have 1 fire engine that services the whole area. It is not as specialized and it has a small tank and usually has problems. Papis said a big part of their plans was to fix the older fire station and convert it into a municipality disaster management headquarters. In more news, former President Jacob Zuma's Umkhonto weSizwe party says it has formally requested an urgent debate in Parliament to address South Africa's deepening water crisis. MK Party National Spokesperson Tlamula Ndlela said communities across the country are facing dry taps, polluted water, collapsing sewage systems, and failing wastewater treatment works. Ndlela added that the ongoing collapse of water infrastructure threatens public health, undermines economic activity in agriculture and industry, damage the environment through untreated sewage, and erodes investor confidence in the Government of National Unity's ability to maintain basic infrastructure. The MK party has called on Parliament to urgently investigate how the crisis was allowed to escalate, demand accountability from President Cyril Ramaphosa for failing to honor commitments made in his 2025 State of the Nation address, and determine what immediate national interventions will stabilize and restore water security across the country. The Eastern Cape Department of Health says 4 of the 7 children who were admitted to hospital on Saturday following a suspected food poisoning incident have been treated and discharged, while 1 child remains hospitalized. The children were admitted to Cecilia Makiwane Hospital on the 7th of February after falling ill in Msinsi near the West Fort Jackson area. The child who remains in hospital is receiving specialized critical care at the Frera Hospital in Hukompo. The department has said all of the children, boys aged between 2 and 6 years, presented at the hospital around 1 p.m. with symptoms including weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, and dizziness. The Buffalo City Metro Health District Outbreak Response and Environmental Health teams were promptly deployed and worked alongside hospital management and clinical staff at the Cecilia Makiwane Hospital. And finally, Iranian human rights activist and 2023 Nobel Peace Prize laureate Narges Mohammadi has been sentenced to more than 7 years in prison. Her foundation said Mohammadi, aged 53, was on a week-long hunger strike that ended yesterday. It said that Mohammadi told her lawyer Mustafa Neely in a phone call yesterday from prison that she had received her sentence on Saturday. Her lawyer said she was also handed a 1.5-year prison sentence for propaganda activities and is to be exiled for 2 years to the city of Kos in the eastern province of South Khorasan. She also received a 2-year ban on leaving the country. Neely said the verdict was not final and could be appealed, expressing hope that the activist could be temporarily released on bail to receive treatment. Mohammadi had on the 2nd of February begun a hunger strike to protest the conditions of her imprisonment and the inability to make phone calls to lawyers and family. Taking a look at financial indicators, the rand to the US dollar is trading at 16 rands, to the euro at 18 rands and 91 cents, to the pound at 21 rands and 76 cents. The Saudi Riyal is at 4 rands and 28 cents. Gold is trading at $5,022.51 an ounce, while Brent crude oil is trading at $67.40 a barrel. That's it for now. I will be back with your headlines at 7:30. For Radio Al-Ansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. Let's get you another look at traffic and figure out what's going on the roads this morning. If you are on the roads, please do send through your messages 060-904-1056. If you see something that we should be mentioning to others and just keeping road users aware of what's going on the roads this morning, send it through 060-904-1056. Getting reports that there's a bus possibly turned over on Annett Drive. I think that's in the Reservoir Hills area. Going to try and get some confirmation from Superintendent Raouf on that one there, just to keep us all informed. But if you're in the area and you've seen something, then pop us a message on WhatsApp and let us get that information out to everybody else.
Breakfast rush traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, assalamu alaikum, welcome back.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much. Prospector Road, quite a bit of traffic. The huge deep hole, which the car drove into it. I just can't believe how people do these things, really. You can see the hole in front of you, but you still drive into it. But anyway, there's a car going into a hole on Prospector Road. So there's major delays at the moment near Toyota. So please stay away from there. Bus overturned, Annett Drive near Doyle Close, Reservoir Hill. Please avoid that section of the road because all your emergency vehicles are trying to get there, and it's across the road from the photos I'm looking at. So please stay away from there. Accident on the R102 near Reunion Station. 2 vehicles involved in this one. So there will be delays in that vicinity as well. Now, where the bus overturned, you got multiple injuries. There's multiple ambulances actually on their way to the accident scene. Please give them way to try and get to that accident scene, please, because it was a bus that was fully laden with passengers. So multiple injuries. People need to get assistance there, please. In KZN this morning, we have protest action in the Alex Spruit area and Danhauser. Vehicles have been stoned in the vicinity of Kombaran. Already a few vehicles, the windskins have been damaged. If people are listening to us via www, if you're in that area, avoid that area, please. Quite dangerous at the moment. The authorities are trying to get it under control, but please stay away from there. That's your second update.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Raouf. Just give us the report on that bus one more time, please.
Okay, bus overturned, Annett Drive and Doyle Road. I got the roads right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Annett Drive and Doyle Road and Reservoir Hill. Doyle Close, actually. So stay away from there, please. Let those emergency vehicles try and get there. There was passengers in the bus. There's quite a few injuries. It's across the road. People are trying to get there to assist the injured person. People, please, let those emergency vehicles try and get up Mountbatten Drive and try and get to Annett Drive. Try and help those people out.
There you go. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
So I saw a video that had come through earlier this morning. Well, not too much earlier, about 10 minutes ago, with regard to this bus that's overturned across Annett Drive. And when they say across Annett Drive, it's pavement to pavement, across road. So, you know, you're not going to drive past there. You're not going to be able to get around that one there because it's quite literally pavement to pavement, straight across the road. And in this video, you've got people that are trying to get out of the bus, basically through the windows.
Make dua that there are no injuries.
Yeah. How do you turn a bus onto its side?
I don't know.
You know?
I really don't know.
Somebody is not doing weight management, I think. Like they're making all the heavy people sit on one side. So
no, man.
Bus got tight, he fell down. No, I'm kidding. I'm not making jokes about it. No.
Mr. Driver, what were you thinking? I don't know.
If you're looking for education, if that's the direction you're looking in, a learning experience, where would you go? What would you do?
I'll tell you where you should go.
Yeah.
So if you want, like Nishal said, a learning experience of a lifetime. Join Richfield's KZN campus open day all week, including Saturday. Visit us in Musgrave or Park Square, Amshlanga. Explore our facilities, meet the faculty, and discover qualifications from higher certificates, diplomas, degrees, and postgraduate programs, not forgetting our MBA. Visit richfield.ac.za for more. Richfield, your future enriched.
So, talking about enriching, you can get on board with the Breakfast Rush on the sponsored DEG program that we do every Ramadan. You've heard us speak about this previously. So it's the Ramadan 1447 initiative, sponsor a DEG, Al Ansar Outreach together with the Breakfast Rush team, where you could get together with friends, with family, with colleagues, people, it's like a couple of neighbors, whatever the case may be, or you could do it yourself. Up to you completely. Sponsor a DEG for 1,850 Rand and feed the needy this Ramadan. Our target is 1,000 DEGs. That's our target.
I'm sure we can hit it.
Right.
With you, we always do.
Precisely. Lilla only, so please do get in touch with our outreach department. It's 031 208 1601, and you ask them about how you, on your own, your company, group of colleagues, maybe it's just you and a couple of people in the office, and you get together, you put a few bucks together in a pot or a DEG, and you sponsor a DEG. This is one of those times where we get together every Sunday and we head out into various different areas. We just take hot meals with us because it's cooked on that morning.
The most beautiful initiative. And I think you mentioned previously that a deck feeds about plus minus 100 people.
Give or take, depending on how big the spoon is. So we got minimum wage increase and the state of the nation expectations with Matthew Parks, the COSATU parliamentary coordinator, after this.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Get ready to elevate your fitness game at First Fitness in Durban's Berea. With a spacious free weight area, award-winning equipment, and exclusive ladies-only parking and training level, we've got everything you need to crush your goals. Hit the ground running on our outdoor track or unleash your inner warrior in our MMA and boxing dungeon. Plus, enjoy high security and ample parking. And don't forget to refuel at our halal coffee and health restaurant for the best in coffees, smoothies, and healthy eats. Join us today and redefine your fitness journey. First Fitness, dare to be extraordinary.
The views and opinions expressed by the guests and presenters of Radio Al Ansar are not necessarily the views and opinions of Radio Al Ansar and the Al Ansar Foundation.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
It's 7:15 this morning. South Africa's national minimum wage has, for the first time, gone above 30 Rand per hour, raising from 28 rands and 79 cents per hour to 30 rands and 23 cents an hour, effective the 1st of March 2026. The move above inflation that government officials say protects workers against the rising cost of living. While some labor leaders have welcomed this as a win for low-paid workers, other unions, notably the South African Federation of Trade Unions, have criticized the increase as grossly inadequate. At the same time, the State of the Nation address is scheduled for this Thursday, and the Congress of South African Trade Unions has outlined a broad set of expectations for President Ramaphosa's speech. Joining us this morning is Matthew Parks, COSATU's parliamentary coordinator. Mr. Parks, good morning, and welcome back to the Breakfast Rush here on Radio Al Ansar. Great to have you with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Kasatu, welcome to the increase of the national minimum wage to above 30 Rand an hour. And you've said it was important that it stayed above inflation. Can you explain why that was a priority for Kasatu and what impact you expect it to have on low-income workers' real living standards?
Well, first is important because it takes care of 6 million workers, mostly vulnerable workers like farm, construction, domestic, retail, hospitality, transport workers, security guards, most of whom are not organized, most of whom don't belong to unions or have collective bargaining. So this is an important intervention to protect those workers and to make sure their salaries keep above inflation. The law requires minimum wage to be adjusted every year to take into account inflation. And we've managed every year since it started 6 years ago to increase it above inflation. And whilst some opportunists like SAFTU, who don't participate in negotiations, who sit in armchairs from home philosophizing about life, may condemn it, the reality is that when the minimum wage started in 2019, 6 years ago, it was at 15 Rand an hour for domestic workers. It's now doubled to over 30 Rand. For farm workers who are at 18 Rand, it's increased by 66%. For workers overall, it's increased by 50% within 6 years. And those achievements you can only do if you pitch up to the negotiating table. But, professional complainers like SAFTU, who don't even bother to make a single submission to the Minimum Wage Commission, they choose to absent themselves. But I think for us, what matters is that it helps benefit 6 million workers, helps protect their families, it helps inject stimulus into the economy, and thus it helps to keep businesses afloat and to help ensure other workers too can also be paid and remain employed.
Now, employers, especially in agriculture and small business sectors, warn that this wage hike could put jobs at risk. What is Kosatu's view on the relationship between the minimum wage levels and employment prospects?
Well, any company which is struggling to afford the minimum wage, under the law, can apply for an exemption. About 4,000 companies have done so over the years. Half of them were given the exemption, which is a 10% exemption over a year. All they have to do is to prove that, yes, indeed, financially we can't afford it, provide bank statements or whatever it might be, and they'll be granted it. And that is also why farm workers were initially for 3 years pegged at 90% of the minimum wage to give time for the sector to adjust. But also, it's a fallacy to say that we should be paying people a slave wage. That didn't work under apartheid, and it's not going to work in a modern economy. You have to pay people enough money so they can buy the food, the medication they need to be healthy, so they can pay for the transport they need to get to work, so also they can buy the goods that the economy produces as well. So it's about a balancing act, and the minimum wage has been a balancing act. And the fact is that we actually managed to achieve consensus with business at the Minimum Wage Commission on the adjustment. And that wasn't a small feat. That was really about seeing how we find each other in a way that we protect the minimum wage, make sure it's substantial enough to make a difference to people, but also that we don't also make it too high that small businesses just can't afford it. So it is a balancing act, and there is provisions for those who may struggle genuinely.
So Kasatu has placed unemployment, poverty, inequality and crime at the center of its expectations for the upcoming State of the Nation address. What specific commitments or policy measures would you like to hear from our president on Thursday?
Well, crime is our number one issue right now. In addition to unemployment and economic growth, you're not going to attract investment that's needed to grow the economy if we're seen to be a society which is lawless with high levels of crime and corruption. There has been progress around the corruption front. Crime front, we're struggling, to be honest. And we think some critical things are needed. First, you need a bit of a Marshall Plan led by the president, like we had during COVID-19, where you put the nation's focus on dealing with this issue. You mobilize all the resources you can from the public sector, from the private sector. You mobilize society as well. And that's how we defeated COVID-19 under very difficult circumstances. So it's about having additional police officers and prosecutors, recruiting the right skills you need for those institutions, investing in the courts as well to deal with the backlogs, and making sure we have working vehicles at our police stations, that we have the modern IT and communications infrastructure for the police, for the courts, that you have a sophisticated DNA database that you invest in the training of our police and our prosecutors, and you provide them with live intelligence. So it's about the fundamental basics, and it's also about appointing competent leadership. You've seen in the South African Revenue Service and ESCOM, if you have competent leadership, you appoint you fill frontline vacancies, you hire critical skills, you invest in infrastructure institution, you remove corrupt elements, you will deliver. And it's time now we focus on the police, the National Prosecuting Authority, the courts. But we don't have a choice. We can't continue to be the society which is known for corruption and violence across the world.
Now, one of the priorities you've highlighted is increasing the social relief of distress grants to the food poverty line and expanding job stimulus programs. How urgent are these adjustments?
We think it's quite critical. This is about the people who are the bottom end of society, the poorest of the poor, who have really struggled to survive. The SOD grant has been a useful lifeline for 8 million people who are unemployed, but it's only once been adjusted for inflation since it started in 2020. We should be raising the food poverty line, even if we must do it over the next 2 to 3 years. We should be linking its recipients to employment and skills opportunities, but we should be giving people relief whilst we address the fundamental obstacles to growing the economy. We don't think we should be choosing between the two. And if we have money for the salary increases of politicians, then surely we can have money for the poorest members of society.
Final question for today. COSATU also calls for reform of state-owned enterprises and stronger enforcement of labor laws, including more labor inspectors. How realistic are these goals in the current fiscal and political context?
They're critical and they are doable, the necessity. Government has about 2,000 labor inspectors. The Minister of Labor has committed to the presidential employment stimulus to hire an additional 20,000 funded by the UIF. That'll provide skills for these young people to also enter the labor market, but also to help to boost enforcement of our labor laws too. There's no point of having progressive laws if you're not going to enforce them. And it's also about protecting workers, making sure that they are protected, making sure we don't have workers dying in construction sites, making sure workers are not harassed in the workplace by the employer, that they are paid their salaries, their pension funds, their medical aid, their taxes, and so forth. That's going to boost workers' morale, which will boost workplace productivity. Treating people like slaves, that doesn't do anything except create conflict. The SOEs have seen the turnaround. ESCOM is delivering electricity. It needs support to reduce the price of electricity. Transit is moving again. We need to give it further support to reach full productivity, to help unlock the mining, manufacturing, agricultural sectors and jobs. South African Airways is flying once again, and it must continue to do what it's doing, expanding its footprint on the African and international scene. We think similarly, if you have similar turnaround plans for SABC, the Post Office, Post Bank, Denel, they too can once again play their role in helping unlock economic growth.
Matthew Parks, I want to thank you for your time this morning and your insight on this subject as well, and wish you a wonderful day going ahead.
Thank you. You too.
So that brings us up to 7:25 on this Monday morning. COSATU's Parliamentary Coordinator Matthew Parks here on your Breakfast Rush. When we come back, let's talk all things Vodacom.
Brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is Sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Ramadan is around the corner and preparation starts now. Get ready for a blessed month with Ramadan special at the Al-Ansar shop. From premium quality dates, refreshing Zamzam water, to beautiful Ramadan gifting ideas for family, friends, and loved ones, Al-Ansar shop has everything you need to welcome the holy month. Perfect for iftar and meaningful gifts that come from the heart. Visit Al-Ansar shop today and prepare for Ramadan the right way. Call 031-208-1601 or visit us at 207 West Road in Overport. Al-Ansar shop. preparing hearts and homes for Ramadan.
I dedicate this month to you.
Right now, over 150 million children around the world are orphaned, facing hunger, hardship, and uncertainty. With Islamic Relief's Orphan Sponsorship Program, you can provide a child with access to education, nutritious food, essential healthcare, and a safe home. Your sponsorship is not just support, it's hope, security, and a brighter future. Be the reason an orphan child smiles again. Sponsor an orphan today with Islamic Relief.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
You are listening to The Breakfast Rush with Nazmira Kasim and Nishal Sarawan.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
Payday is very far away. So we've got value offers under 199 Rand per month. And these are available on new contracts as well as upgrades, like the Honor X6C for the Android lovers. You get it today on the Red Flexi 170 plan. It's a 4G device. We give you 170 Rand worth of airtime, 30 gigs of data. That's once off. Let's talk about the phone itself. So it's got 6 gigabytes of RAM. It's a Magic OS 9.0 device, 128 gig storage. Rear camera is dual 50 megapixel. You've got your front camera rather, that's 5 megapixel, and a 6.61 inch display available in black and green. It's prepaid at contract 189 Rand per month over 36 months, and now prepaid at 2,999 Rand per month. You can add on a tablet, so you get a free Vodacom Smart Tab 8 that's valued at 1,099 Rand, but add on data, 10 gigs of data, 5 anytime, 5 night at an additional 99 Rand per month over that 36-month period. Moving on, we've got your Huawei Nova Y63. It's also on the Red Flexi 170. It's 189 Rand per month over 36 months, or prepaid at 2,899 Rand. This device, we give you 170 Rand airtime value, 30 gigs free once off. The phone itself has 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs storage. There's a fingerprint sensor under the display. It's a 6.75 inch screen. There's a 50 megapixel camera. You've got your rear 2 megapixel and your front 8 megapixel, available in black and silver. You can also add 99 Rand to this deal per month, giving you an additional 10 gigs of data. That's 5 anytime and 5 night. And because we like you, we'll just give you, for absolutely nothing, the Vodacom Smart Tab 8, valued at 1,299 Rand. Absolutely free. We've got the Oppo A40, we've got the Samsung Galaxy A1, that's a 5G device, Samsung Galaxy A07, the Oppo A40 again, and everything under the sun that you need for your tech fix.
This feature on The Breakfast Rush is powered by the Cellular City Group of Vodacom shops at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0, Entrance 6, Westwood Mall, Bluff Towers, The Workshop Durban, Megacity, Bridge City, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0 Vodacom shop. For smartphones, laptops, routers, asset insurance, gaming, IoT, payment platforms, and the latest gadgets to always keeping you in the forefront of innovation and technology. Home and business internet to ensure that you have the best connection. Plug and play home internet to fully installed fiber. Our infrastructure provides a resilient platform for your critical business applications, which will help your business perform best. Vodacom shop at the Pavilion Superstore 2.0 Westwood Mall, The Bluff, The Workshop Durban, Umlazi Megacity, Bridge City Kwamashu, Brookside Mall PMB, and the Nelson Mandela Square Stanton 2.0.
The Breakfast Rush News Headlines.
Making news at the bottom of the hour, Minister of Basic Education Sivyo Kharube has encouraged the provinces to reintroduce maths in grade 10 in 2026 at schools where it's not taught, following her department's finding that 435 institutions are not offering the subject in grade 12. The public protector has seemingly missed the glaring red flags in tender processes involving a company linked to Deputy President Paul Mashatile's sons and appears to have ignored the existence of 5 other contracts awarded at the same time. And finally, a court in Hong Kong has sentenced a pro-democracy media tycoon Jimmy Lai to 20 years in jail following his conviction under a sweeping national security law imposed by Beijing. That's it for now. For Radio Alansar News, I'm Tabila Duma.
Thank you very much, Tabila Duma. Time now at 7:32 on this Monday morning.
This traffic report is brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
Breakfast Rush Traffic.
Superintendent Raouf, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back.
We're traveling on the R34, about 27 kilometers before Ulundi. You got a truck accident with a truck horse and trailer that capsized, blocking 2 lanes. Traffic is still moving past the scene. Just be aware of that, please. The bus accident in Reservoir Hills is still on the go. Remember, as vehicle overturned, there's multiple injury, so they are dealing with that currently. Accident on the N2 southbound, just by the M7. Left lane is closed. Just drive carefully. Traffic is backed up like you will not believe on the N2 currently. Bit of a fender bender accident outside Queensborough Girls High. This is in the Melbourne area. 3 vehicles involved in this one, but there will be delays there as well. Vehicle overturned on Dumasana Makaya Drive heading towards Quadabeka. So there will be delays. It's lying in the bush, but people are inquisitive. They want to see what's happening. So that's causing a bit of a traffic issue there. Traffic lights out, Victoria Road and Boston Street in Peter Mansburg. There's major delays going into the city. So just allow for extra traveling time. That's your final update.
Thank you very much, Buddy Governor. We've got Buddy Governor's on with us with sport, but thank you very much, Sue.
I'll hit you with a karate chop.
Can I get a lamb chop instead? Like 1 centimeter thick, bride on a low flame, and take your time, just brine it on a low flame, 1 centimeter thick.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
That's a no.
We can't talk about that next week, so I'm going to get it out my chest now.
Oh, it's say my name correctly first.
No. You see, as Mondley aged another year last week, I found that this Monday morning, he's a little bit distracted.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was trying to get him the information that he needs to call Buddy.
I think
without saying exactly that, because
he's Friday's biryani.
Buddy's still not online.
That traffic report was brought to you by BYD Durban, proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group. Meet the BYD Sea Lion 5, a plug-in hybrid that combines electric range with petrol flexibility. It delivers smooth acceleration, strong fuel savings, and modern safety tech. Or get behind the wheel of the BYD Dolphin Surf, the most affordable EV in South Africa. It offers nimble handling, low running costs, and easy charging. Our experienced team will help you compare specs, financing, and test drives. Drive cleaner, save on running costs. Visit BYD Durban at 950 Amgeni Road to book a test drive today. Proudly part of the Alpine Motor Group.
The Breakfast Rush Sport Update with Buddy Governor.
TBR it is, and sports news now. Buddy Governor, assalamu alaikum, welcome.
Walaikum salam. Good Monday morning to you guys. Hope all is good.
Always on a Monday. Buddy, what's happening in your report?
Excellent. Well, what a fantastic weekend of sport. Let's get right to the beginning. Perth Sevens Rugby, the Blitzboks South African Sevens Rugby team were crowned champions in Perth after a 21-19 win over Fiji in the finals at the HBF Park. What makes this victory even more special is that the day before, South Africa lost to Fiji in the group stages, but in the finals, they did the business, so well done there. Golf Patrick Reed carded a final 2 under 70 to win the Qatar Masters by 2 shots over Callum Hill for his second victory in 3 weeks. Will Enifer saw off Henny Otto on the first play off hole to take the 2026 Circa Cape Town Golf Open title. Tennis top seed Felix Auger-Aliassime defeated Adrian Manarino 6-3, 7-6 to claim back-to-back titles in France at the Open Tennis Occitanie. ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup yesterday, co-host Sri Lanka beat Ireland by 20 runs in their opening match of the tournament in Colombo. England had a narrow win over Nepal in Mumbai, where 4 runs was the difference between the sides, and Pakistan beat the Netherlands by 3 wickets in their opener. CAF Champions League games yesterday, Mamelodi Sundowns snatched a 1-1 draw at St. Oloy Lupopo, while in the CAF Confederation Cup, Kaizer Chiefs saw off Al Masry 2-1, and they now move to the top of Group D. English Premier League, where all the talk and action is, Crystal Palace got off to a first win in 10 league matches after a 1-0 result over Brighton and Hove Albion, courtesy of an Ismaila Sarr strike. And then last night, all the talk, Liverpool, Manchester City. But Erling Haaland converted a penalty in stoppage time. And, many people may not realize it was the first time Erling Haaland ever scored against Liverpool. Well, Manchester City kept their title hopes alive with a 2-1 win over Liverpool in Anfield. So it's all going to go down to the wire. Arsenal not going to run away with it. Manchester City still in the mix, but it's going to make for interesting sport. And I think that's going to be the sport for this Monday morning. As I said, a packed weekend of sport behind us. Looking forward to another one ahead of us, inshallah, this week, Nishal.
We are certainly looking forward to that. Buddy, thank you very much. Looking forward to your report on Wednesday as well.
Wonderful. Salams to you and the team and all the guys involved in TBR.
There you go, 7:38. And when we come back, we're talking about getting your body ready for a Ramadan.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
اللهم سلمني لرمضان وسلم رمضان لي وسلمه لي متقبلا.
Celebrate with flavor. Come visit the all-new Checkers Saxony Westwood. From cured meats, rich and savory, to spicy tandoori chicken. Try our authentic Indian curries, perfectly seasoned and ready to serve. Everything is made fresh daily with care and quality you can taste. Our halal-certified deli brings you freshness, flavor and variety worth coming back for. Whether you're setting the table for family or sharing something special on the go, discover the Checkers Saxony Westwood Deli, where good food is always on the menu. Checkers Saxony Westwood, butchery, bakery and deli, certified by the NIHT. Doors open on October 30th. See you there.
A year from now, your child will be older. The question is, will they be work ready or still unsure? At Keyline, we don't teach theory-heavy degrees. We teach practical digital design skills for the real world. Our one-year digital communication design program is hands-on, industry-aligned, and built around multidisciplinary content creation skills designed to get learners job-ready. Enroll now. Applications for limited seats are open. Visit keyline.co.za or call 031 312 8560. Keyline.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
We love the Breakfast Rush.
It is your Breakfast Rush now, 19 minutes to 8, preparing your body for Ramadan. Fasting safely, smartly, and spiritually. Clinical technologist from the Heart and Healthcare Center and founder of the Treating Hearts Foundation, Dr. Rakesh Mohanlal, joining us on the program this morning. Dr. Mohanlal, always such a pleasure having you on the program. Good morning to you and welcome to the Breakfast Rush once again.
Good morning, Nishal. It's good to be here. Good morning to your team and good morning to all the listeners out there.
Dr. Mohanlal, Ramadan is around the corner. Why is it important to prepare the body before starting the fast?
Well, Ramadan is a beautiful spiritual journey and a period of fasting that Muslims undertake once a year. But one has to realize that it also puts some physical demands on the body for people who are not prepared for it. Many people don't realize that fasting can unmask some hidden issues like low blood pressure, low sugar, or hypoglycemia, dehydration, and physical demands and stress like work and daily duties. So this is a great demand on the body, and some people manage well and some don't. So just like how you prepare yourself for a race or prepare yourself for some sport, you should prepare your body for Ramadan. So preparing beforehand allows you to fast safely, comfortably, and with more energy.
Doctor, is fasting safe for everyone?
Well, for most people, for most healthy people, fasting is actually very beneficial. However, not everyone knows their true health status. Conditions like diabetes, heart problems, hormonal imbalances, also physical stress and lack of nutrients often go by unnoticed. That's why it's important not to assume you are healthy, but to confirm it, especially if you want to fast without complications. Also, fasting is a good time for your body to detox. Screening with tests like biofeedback tests not only condition your body for fasting, but it also assists you to detox during fasting, because that's a good time to detox as well. And it helps you to replenish the specific vitamins, ions, and amino acids that your body may be lacking that you may not be aware of.
What kind of problems do people experience during Ramadan if they're not prepared?
The common problems that we've seen from South Africa and working in Saudi Arabia, we've seen patients who undergo, or people who undergo slight dizziness or weakness during and after the fast, palpitations, which is irregular heartbeat, severe fatigue in some people, headaches in some people, sugar crashes in some people, and blood pressure fluctuations. It's important to understand that not everybody may undergo these symptoms. This is not normal fasting symptoms. This specific signals that some people's body may make them aware of to say that something in the body needs attention. Especially like patients who have iron problems and stuff, that you need to identify this early before the fast and try and correct it early and during the fast as well.
You mentioned testing. What exactly do you recommend before Ramadan?
Well, any testing that you do should be least invasive and non-invasive if possible. At the Heart and Healthcare Center, we offer a fully non-invasive full-body biofeedback test, which looks at all systems and organs of the body and to see how they're coping. So from the heart, from the metabolic system, your stress responses, inflammation, hydration and dehydration, and any disease that may be lurking in the body. Also, we look at all your ions, which is very important, especially with females during Ramadan period. And we look at all the nutrients that your body is lacking. And this non-invasive test will give us a clear picture whether someone is fit to fast or whether they need to prepare their body before fasting itself to ensure that they have a safe, good fast.
How does this test help someone during Ramadan specifically?
Well, as I said before, if we identify and prepare the body before Ramadan, then during Ramadan they have a good fasting period without any incidents occurring. We can personalize their nutritional support if required. We can recommend vitamins, medication, and other stuff that they may require. But we can also tailor-make a detox program during Ramadan that the body will benefit from. Because Ramadan is a good period to detox the body, and body, mind, and soul at one time. And we can adjust the lifestyle habits accordingly. So instead of guessing, we condition the body for fasting based on the test results, making the experience lighter, safer, and more beautiful. Because it's one of the most beautiful periods in the Muslim calendar. I lived in Saudi Arabia for a long time, and it was a beautiful time of the year when people were praying, and there's a very, very good vibe in the atmosphere all the time.
Now, many people say, like Doc has just mentioned, Ramadan is a time of detox. Tell us about that from a medical perspective.
Well, absolutely. Fasting gives the digestive system a break. I mean, we're having 3 meals a day all the time. Here we give our body a chance to recover. It improves insulin sensitivity. It supports cellular repair. Remember, it helps with autophagy. It helps with breaking down cells. Your cells are programmed according to your DNA. So what happens is programmed cellular death occurs during this period. So that your body kills the cells that it does not need and replace them with good, new, vibrant cells. So starting natural support and correcting your vitamins before Ramadan will help your body prepare, and doing this cleanse more efficiently during Ramadan will ensure that you finish off Ramadan much stronger and not weaker.
What about people with existing conditions, like you've mentioned, diabetes, heart problems, high blood pressure?
Well, they should never go into a fast blindly without preparing themselves. As I said earlier, if you embark on any project in your life, be it a sports event or any sort of thing that places demand on the body to a degree, you should prepare yourself for it. Identifying what's wrong with you, if there is anything wrong with you, and controlling your blood pressure medications and your sugar medications accordingly is very important. Because remember, during Ramadan, you may not require as much blood pressure medication or hyperglycemic medications, which is basically your diabetic medications. You may reduce the need for this. So in order for you to identify how you need to drop it down and tailor make it according to Ramadan is something that the biofeedback test should be able to help you do safely. So we need to do the adjustments accordingly to be cautious. And this is about protecting your health and not discouraging fasting in any way. So fasting, as I say, is very good for you. Preparing for it is better for you.
Mm-hmm. So the little birdie that's chirping in the background mentioned that Doc is running a special around this time.
Well, the Muslim community have supported us for years, and it's time for us to give it back as well. During Ramadan, it's time to look after yourself and your family. So what we can do for you, for the Al-Ansar listeners, is that you pay for one biofeedback test, and you get 50% off the second test for your family member or loved one. It's our way of saying thank you for everything, and it's a lovely way to support and prepare yourself and your family for Ramadan fasting.
Now, Doctor, before you give us contact details and all of that, your final advice for listeners as Ramadan approaches.
Yeah, Ramadan is a beautiful gift, spiritually and physically. Take care of your body that carries you through this fast. And remember, many of us are not as young as we once were, Michelle. And it's important to do tests like biofeedback tests to prepare your body, to prepare wisely, and to fast with confidence. At the Heart and Healthcare Center, we're here to work with you for yourself and your family's well-being, so that when Ramadan ends, you are healthier, stronger, and more energized than when it began.
I love it just like that. But for those of us that are listening into this for the first time, how do I contact the Heart and Healthcare Center?
The contact details is 031 563 0419. So yeah, in Durban North, it's 563 0419.
So, Doc, you mentioned Durban North. What's the address if I want to come visit? I'm making an appointment. I need to come in. Where am I going?
Actually, we don't take patients off the street. So you have the telephone number. You make an appointment.
Yeah.
All the emails will be sent to you together with the address at that stage.
There you
go. Because we don't see patients, walk-in patients, unfortunately.
So it's by appointment only, and you can start calling in from just after 8:05, right? Let's give Doc time to go and have a cup of tea. And then you can start calling in from around about 8:05 and making your appointments. So, the day is only X amount of hours long. So appointments per day are limited. And then you don't want to avoid disappointments. So start calling through. Doc, what's the number one more time?
It's 031 563 0419.
Dr. Rakesh Mohanlal.
I'll let you give them the biofeedback cost if you want to.
Okie dokie. You're going to let me do it? I'll put a better price on it. I'll let you do it. Hey?
No, I'll let you do it. Thank you.
Dr. Rakesh Mohanlal, it's always such a pleasure speaking with you on the program. I know, I've been to the center on more than one occasion, It's a center that's growing, which is phenomenal. It's growing day by day, month on month, and year by year, which is fantastic. And I just want to say congratulations to you and the team, for putting together the center that is expanding for the benefit of not only the surrounding communities, because I know you're seeing people that fly into the country just to come through and get some treatment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's, I have a lot of people to thank for this, and including you and your team and Radio Al-Ansar. And every time I meet people today, they say they've heard of this, and it's getting around very quickly.
Yeah.
And I just want to say that thank you to everybody. I just hope and pray we produce good results during Ramadan. Pray for us, please, as well, to help all the people that require help, because that's the intention. That's why we come to work every day, to try and lessen the pain and prepare the people's bodies so they have a good quality of life until we have to leave this place.
Inshallah.
Ameen. Doc, your closing line for today.
Remember, your health is your wealth. In this case, preparing for Ramadan is not a lack of faith, but a demonstration of wisdom. So thank you to all of you, and all the blessings during the Ramadan period.
Have a blessed day, Dr. Rakesh Monlal. And for our listeners that are still tuned in and just waiting, where Doc said Nishal must give the price. No problem.
Waiting?
No problem. So to clarify, while he's still on the line, right, you pay 1,300 Rand for the full body scan for yourself.
Right.
And they're giving you a beautiful discount on the second one. So your family member, whether it's your spouse or one of your children, whomever, 750 for your family member. So 1,300 for you, 750 for your family member. That is a discount offer that you should be taking advantage of. Let me tell you, I've had this scan. It is in depth.
Okay.
It's pages long.
Uh-huh.
In depth. And then Dr. Mohanlal will sit with you and go through every single page. And if there's something that needs to be brought to your attention and explained, he does that slowly.
Awesome. I think
So
I
he
need to
doesn't
make my
rush through
appointment.
it. There's no rushing. There's not like you're going to go sit, with some doctor that is just trying to get to his next appointment.
Hence, it's appointment only.
Exactly. So, Doc, I know you're still there. I want to thank you for taking your time with each patient that comes through and the detailed explanation of the report and bringing it down to layman's terms so anybody can understand it. And he gone.
That was beautiful.
The telephone number. Okay, cool. I'll give it to you one more time. Get your pen up because you guys are sending messages. What's that phone number? Okay. 031 563 0419 for your appointment. So 031 563 0419. Just to clarify, you pay 1,300 Rand for the full body scan for yourself and then 750 Rand for a family member. So take advantage of the offer, make the booking together so you can actually take advantage of that offer. 031 563 0419. And that's it for TBR.
Have a lovely Monday. But before we leave you, your Salah times for today: Zohar 16 minutes past 12, Asr for Shafis 46 minutes past 3 this afternoon, Asr for Hanafis 16:53, Maghrib at 18:51, and Isha 14 minutes past 8 tonight. Have a lovely day. Be the best version of you.
It's 4 minutes to 8. Too good. He brought the price down again. Did he just bring the price down again?
50%.
He brought it down again. Look at that. So it's 1,300 for you and then 650 for your family member. Look at, in the space of 5 minutes, I mean, just being here on the price, he just brought it down by another $100.
A Ramadan gift for you.
Look at that. So take advantage of it. 1,300 for you and 650 for your family member that's booking alongside of you. Do good. Be good.
Have a beautiful Monday.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil pure sunflower cooking oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil cooking oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
This hadith is sponsored by Ashraful Aid, International Humanitarian Organization.
حديث أدي قال